Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. This time I want to make a bowl, and here are already the bits for my center. So I'm using the Razzle Dazzle from Laura's Art Corner, the champagne glass bits, and the black shells. So this I all mix together, and I'm pouring a little bit of resin into my little cup so I can stir this already up quite thick and let it rest a little bit. But this is my center. And now I'm getting to my next colors. By the way, the resin I'm using is the Ultracast resin from Art. Really like this resin for different effects. It's beautiful, it's wonderful. I already mixed the resin with in a warm water bath, and I'm starting using my colors, and this is the frosted black gray. It's a sort of Supershift color again from Dipon, and I mix it into 1 cup. I wanted to order the Molotov again, but it's sold out in the small containers, so I had to use different colors. So I think it's all right. So I'm going with purple. So the second cup, I'm putting like 4 or 5 drops of the elderberry. And I'm stirring this resin ink very well. The resin inks are from Art. And the second one is the slate gray, and it's a very dark, I thought at the beginning it's a gray tone, but it has a purple sheen. It's quite going to a dark purple direction. So I hope I have a little bit contrast between those two purple colors. So in the cups you cannot really see a difference. One has a little bit more a black sheen. So now I'm mixing my white, and the white is the Angel White from Resin, which I received from Laura's Art Corner. By the way, all the items I use for my center, I showed you at the beginning of the video, are also from Laura's Art Corner. And here into my white I mix the Interference Gold, also from Laura's Art Corner. And I'm stirring this up very, very well. You saw how much white I used. I always use so much that you can just peek through and see the stick. So it's not opaque, but also not too translucent. So now I'm taking my clear resin. I'm pouring around the edges. I like this so much for getting effects. Yeah, there's still something trapped at the edges of my mold. I didn't see it, so I need to pick these out. And just a clear resin around the edges. Yeah, see, keep on discovering this. I cleaned my mold, but I didn't pay too much attention, I guess, for the edges. But it's sorted now. And then I'm taking the slate gray. This is now the darker resin ink. And I'm just pouring around the edges, like I'm doing many times, because I like these effects. I like what resin does. Really love, when resin does effects. Yeah, there was something in my mold. Needed to get out. And now there was also something tracked into the center. Now I'm taking my interference color, or my Supershift color, not interference, my Supershift color. And I'm just pouring on top of the slate gray. This is a really dark Supershift color, and it turns in different shades of purple and has really this black grayish frozen sheen to it, and I really like it. And on top I'm pouring now my white, and I'm filling up my mold with the clear resin, pushing out the colors to the edges. And there's a little bit still trapped on the bottom, but I leave it this time. In one of my previous pours, I tried to scratch this a little bit out, carefully not to scratch your mold, but yeah, I really didn't like it. So I thought just give it the natural effect. It's like it is, and yeah. And now I'm pouring again the interference, not the interference, the Supershift color, and also my white. So, and now I'm putting my center, or my shell mix with the glitter into the center. And I thought the colors is a nice contrast to the purple. And I'm just spreading this out a little bit, giving it a quick torch. Please always be careful using the torch not to burn your resin. And now I'm pouring the rest of my white into a piping bag. And I'm doing also the same with the 2 shades of the purple. The elderberry and then the slate gray. By the way, you know, because people ask me about the resin, I mixed my resin in a warm water bath because it's winter over here. I mixed it and let it set for 5 minutes in the water bath. Then I let it rest out of the water bath another 15 minutes before I started this video. So you have an idea what I'm doing. The Ultracast resin is medium viscosity resin. So yeah, you also need to see for your working time of your resin. This has a rather long working time, so I can play with this a little bit more. Anyway, this is now the elderberry, and I'm just doing ziggy-zaggy at the outside, at the outer edges. And I didn't want to pour from a cup because I don't get these fine lines. So I thought just to put it into piping bags. And now the slate gray, which has this darker shade. And I'm doing the same, but more to the center, because I want to have the center with a little bit deeper purple, darker purple. And I think you can see it a little bit that the purple shades are different. It's hard to catch in the camera. But now I'm taking my white mix. And I'm also going like with Ziggy Zaggy, just, you know, randomly how I feel. Smaller, bigger. Just again and again and again. This means that you get very thin petals, but I like this design. Sometimes, yeah, it gives a nice effect, like a starburst, like, I don't know. And now I'm also using again my colored resin, because, you know, it's still in the piping bag, and why shouldn't I use it? So also the ziggy-zaggy randomly. And then again a little white. So there are really a lot of layers. And if you never try these things, you never know what you're gonna get. I like to play around with effects, and yeah, it's so much fun. Now I'm using just up the rest of my Supershift color, because I still have it. And now I'm trying to make a little bit a flower design, but I think I should have just left it. It didn't matter. I'm not swirling it. I just leave it as it is. And now you can see the time lapse a little bit. I stopped it, to be honest, after a while because I thought it was a fail. But you see a little bit what the resin is doing. That really the outside is going over the, yeah, sort of flower pour. So you see how it all went into the center, and it's the next day I can demold. It's still soft because I want to make a bowl. But let's have a look. I'm very curious because I expected a big fail. I was not too happy seeing the back layer, but look at that. I was really surprised how good this worked. And I love the etching. I love this purple color with, it looks, yeah, it's frozen black gray. It has this really dark to it. And I'm glad I used different colors as well with it, like the interference gold, and I love the center to it. It really turned out very beautiful and I didn't expect it. So I'm putting this into my bowl. And there you go. So this is now also the close-up from the bowl, and you can really see the effects it has done. You can maybe guess that the center purple is a little bit darker than the outside, but I think it's not so viewable. I hoped it would be a little bit more, but the effects are just brilliant. So anyway, this is the final result. I hope you don't mind that I didn't show you how I popped it out of the bowl, but I just took it out. And yeah, look at that. Look at the etching. I really love this because I think also using the interference gold with white, it gave really nice colors at the edges. And look at the center. I love and leave you with this. I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching anyway. If you're not subscribed, I would be happy if you would do. I'm always happy for a comment and a thumbs up. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.